Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check three. Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, Wilson. got the completion to Hopkins. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. All go special. All go special.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Quiet, 90.
March 49. Here we go.
Check.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3 bucks.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1.
Go, go, go. Hey, alert.
From the 29, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Saints. 53 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They will run with Grant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This one out quickly to Westbrook. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And bring it. Check. Fresno. Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Chopper! Chopper!
Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready? Check 60 outlaw.
Run. Check. Quick dance.
Come, pilot, 64, weak.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Front left.
Now Wilson. Looking long for Westbrook. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just about on his own goal line. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the delay.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Bound to lose one.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Big hold to the 30. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Bring it. Bring it. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Wilson going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's track. Show it up. Show it up.
They'll look to throw here. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Who that? Who that?
Check nine, go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. They were looking for Johnson that time. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Get that hole. Say, Say it.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Get it.
2nd and 14. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Alert.
43.
Tempo.
Now Wilson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check.
Hey, alert.
43. Check. 43.
Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. This is Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They go back to Grant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Grant fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop the throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Alert flag.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check. Hey, check Mike 39.
2nd and 4. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hey, Delta. Hey, check Mike 39.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 4, check 4.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Wilson wants to throw it. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that